city of mine. How I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, city of mine. How I love the city
An arm with a face. Why would she have a face on her arm?
That's a tattoo.
She's poking at it with something. It's
Yeah, a needle.
she's surrounded by them.
By what?
Hungry ghosts. They're attached to her, feeding on her.
Can you tell me where she is?
In hell.
It's Karen Giordano. I'm here at the Regal Theater at the Chelsea Film Festival. I am a co-producer and co-starring in the short film Hungry Ghost, written and directed by Mark Bukowski. We're really excited to be here in New York City. Bukowski was amazing because he is really an actor's writer, because he's a great actor himself. And we had an amazing cast. Melissa O'Donnell, Bella Barul, David McKittrick, and his grandson was in it, Gabriel Moran, and his daughter did the makeup for the film. So it was really a labor of love, a family effort. Also, we had an amazing editor, Dan Simon, who, above and beyond, and an incredible DP, Badine. So, yeah, we were blessed with a lot of talent. Thank you.
Hi, I'm David McKittrick, executive producer, lead actor in the short film written and directed by Mark Bukowski. Shot in Kensington, Philadelphia, his hometown. Has to do with the start of the opioid epidemic and heroin usage, and just one man's struggle to regain his family. Mark was wonderful to work with, intense, but yet wonderful. Gave me a lot of direction. Karen helped me out a great deal on set. She's also my acting coach, Karen Giordano. So it was nice having both of those people on set the whole time because I trust them. And yeah, it was a good experience. And Mark's a very talented director. It's his second film, I believe, that he's directed. Both are award-winning films, and it was the first film that I produced and led it. So overall, a great experience.
Hey, I'm Mark Bukowski. I'm the writer-director of the short film Hungry Ghosts. We're here at the Chelsea Film Festival at the Union Square Regal Theater. Hungry Ghosts is a short film that I wrote. I wanted to make a film about the opioid crisis, particularly how it affected my old neighborhood in Philadelphia.
My old neighborhood was considered ground zero for the crisis in America. David McKittrick, the executive producer and lead actor, wanted to make a short film with me. Since we're both in recovery, we decided to make a film about addiction. Hungry Ghost is the story of a man who searches for his missing wife. She's relapsed on heroin and disappeared. Day and night, he combs the crime-riddled streets and crack houses. He even seeks advice from a voodoo lady who tells him his wife is being devoured by hungry ghosts, spirits who crave and eat away at the living. As his obsession drives him closer to the edge, he risks surrendering his own sobriety and leaving his young son abandoned. Set in the drug-infested Badlands of Philadelphia, Hungry Ghost shines a light on the city's opioid crisis while exploring a family torn apart by addiction. Hungry Ghost is one of the hell realms in Chinese Buddhism. I found the mythology of Hungry Ghost a most useful metaphor for what was happening to my old neighborhood. The disease is literally eating addicts alive while the families are being eaten alive by the addicts and the horrors of addiction. The film was gifted with an amazing cast. Melissa O'Donnell, Aprella Godfrey-Barul, David McKittrick, Karen Giordano, Gabriel Moran, and Marissa Vitale. Vadim Einbinder was the director of photography. I was so grateful that all these people went into the war zone with me to shoot this little tale. I'm hoping that the film will show a unique perspective on addiction and recovery while raising awareness and smashing the stigma associated with the disease.
Hi, Chelsea Film Festival. How are you? Pretty good.
So cool, so happy to see you, girl. Look at you, so drop dead gorgeous. Look at the boots. Oh
Where you
my.
got the boots? You got the red boots?
Look! I love it. I love it.
I love you, Cindy.
I love you,
So happy
baby.
you're here.
I know.
Working with Mark Bukowski on Hungry Ghost, Mark allowed it to be a collaborative process from prep to wrap. The week before we went to Philly to shoot Hungry Ghost, we got together and worked out scenes via improv, and we sort of roughed out some ideas on how we might block it, which made the whole process of being on set day of a whole lot more authentic, simply just because, we didn't need to do the rehearsals right before we shot it. We already had that inside of us, and Mark really just allowed me to be myself and do what I do. And I think that is just a credit to what a great director / actor / writer is going to have the knowledge of. I think when you're multi-talented, yes, experienced, I think is the word that I want to look at to say there. He has a knowledge of what it's like to be on set from 3 different directions, and that really shows up. He knew when to step in and say technical things. My scene is Mina, who is sitting on the street. We have a lot of traffic going by. It was a busy intersection, and some of the trucks were really loud. And of course, being in it as an actor, I wasn't always aware of where I should hold my lines and where, the trucks were being loud. I think it's just a process that I was in the character so deep that I wasn't noticing certain things like that. So in those moments, Mark would come up to me and he'd be like, hey, just wait for the truck to go by before you say your next line. And then he just, would let me be, and he was around the corner. I knew if I needed him, he'd be there in a second for me, but he really just left me alone and let me do what it was that I wanted to bring to the role. And I have so much respect for Mark and for the entire team on Hungry Ghost, for that matter, for really just allowing things to come natural. It's also such a wonderful blessing to work with people who know about addiction, and it comes in waves of seeing people who are talented, who know how to balance their past with what they do in their work. And it was a beautiful thing to be on that set and not only experience that in a work environment, but to really get to know everyone on that set as just wonderful, talented people who were creating something with a purpose to do a greater good. And those are the times when I just feel very grateful to be a part of a piece of art, and I'm happy and successful as Hungry Ghost is. Even if it wasn't, I would still be so happy to be a part of something like that. But we got lucky. We got a great team of actors and writers and producers, and just a great team that was willing to go wherever it took to make the kind of film that Hungry Ghost is. Very proud to be a part of it, and I'm so happy for the friendships I made and the friendships that got strengthened by being a part of this project, and I can't wait to see what comes next.
Where I had sometimes played chess, and when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage flame. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. But everyone's such a bore, and out of a sudden you came through the door. At the next table, your whiskey neat, the lights were dimmed as our